The day begins, but the sun hides behind the horizon. You can feel its warmth, even though you can't see its light. That's how success begins too. Hidden, distant, uncertain. We chase it, but at first, all we see is the darkness before dawn. In these quiet moments, remember this: failure isn't the end of your story. It's the sunrise waiting to break through. Every leaf that falls once stood tall, yet in falling, it nourishes the ground for what's to come next. Failure works the same way. It feeds the growth if you let it. The mistakes you make aren't dead ends. They are lessons written in autumn's colors, reminders that change is necessary for new life to begin. As we rise above the trees, we start to see the bigger picture. From above, every crooked branch, every fallen leaf fits perfectly into something beautiful. That's what failure does. It gives you perspective. When you climb higher, above the noise, the doubt, the fear, you realize every fall was preparing you to stand taller. The world doesn't remember those who never fell. It remembers those who rose again. Look at the world stretched out before you, open, vast, endless. It's a reminder that life has no single path to success. Every person who ever built something meaningful walked through valleys of failure before reaching their triumph. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before creating the light bulb that lit the world. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. J.K. Rowling was told her story would never sell until it inspired millions of children to dream again. And every athlete, every artist, every dreamer, they all stumbled, they all fell, they all doubted themselves. But what made them different was not talent alone. It was resilience, it was the refusal to let failure write their final chapter. You see, failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every mistake, every setback, every no you've ever heard, it's all guiding you, shaping you, and teaching you where your limits are so you can go beyond them. The path to greatness isn't a straight road. It's winding, it's muddy, sometimes it disappears completely. And that's when most people stop. That's when they give up. But not you. Not if you keep walking. Even when your steps are small, even when progress feels invisible. Because every forward step, no matter how slow, moves you closer to your purpose. You're not behind, you're simply being prepared. The world may not see your work yet, but that doesn't mean you're not growing. Remember, seeds grow in silence before they break through the earth. So walk your path with patience, with faith, with fire in your heart. Failure only defeats you when you stop moving. As long as you keep going, you're already winning. Like this river, life flows forward. Sometimes it's calm, sometimes it crashes against the rocks. But the river never turns back. It bends, it adapts, it finds its way. And so must you. Don't fight your failures, flow with them. Let them shape your path, not block it. Even in the places that feel silent and forgotten, there is power. Hell's Kettles remind us that beneath the surface of struggle, life still stirs. The water may look still, even lifeless, but underneath, there is movement, energy, and unseen strength. The moments that challenge you the most are never meant to destroy you. They're meant to shape you. They carve out the resilience that ordinary days can't. When life pulls you under, don't be afraid to look within those quiet places of hardship, because that's where your real courage begins to take form. That's where you stop being who you were and start becoming who you were meant to be. Just like these hidden waters, your strength may not always be visible, but it's there, powerful and alive, waiting to rise. As the sun sets, it paints the sky in gold, a final masterpiece before night arrives. It's a reminder that ending can be beautiful too. Just because something didn't last doesn't mean it wasn't worth it. You may fail 100 times. You may fall, doubt yourself, and question your purpose, but every single failure brings you closer to a version of yourself that refuses to give up. Because growth doesn't come from comfort, it comes from the days you thought you couldn't go on, but did anyway. Don't be afraid to fail, be afraid to quit. because quitting is the only way to guarantee you'll never rise again. The ones who succeed aren't those who never fail. They are the ones who stood up one more time than they fell down. Every sunset proves that even if the day began in darkness, it can still end in light. So when things fall apart, remember, it's not the end of your story. It's the closing of a chapter that's preparing you for the next sunrise. Now the moon rises calm, silent and steady. It doesn't compete with the sun. It shines in its own time. Let that be your reminder. Your light doesn't have to look like someone else's. Embrace your failures, learn from them and keep going. Quietly, confidently and fearlessly. Because failure isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. And every lesson learned brings you closer to the person who you are meant to become. So don't be afraid to fail, be afraid to quit. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.